So hey there, we're going to be looking at access. So mostly access, at the start they give you a table to design, but do you know that you can only design the fields without the records, and then you design the table from somewhere else, and then you continue the access. So let me do this while you're here. For example, this is my table and I delete this. Actually, I even created a query of names beginning with A, but it's having nothing because even the table is having nothing. So if you're designing this table is having name, DOB, age, and then ID. Of course, you go to create, then table design, you put the fields there, you give them the right data types. You come up with this name, DOB, age, ID. Okay, don't enter the records there, you only do the fields. You close this. So I'm going to go to create, then I'm going to go to form, and at form I'm going to go to add existing fields. Then I add each and every field there by clicking 2 times at a field. So the form is having these fields loaded. Let me put some buttons. The first button, this button is first record, then text, next, finish. The next button is the other one was first, now this one is next, next, text, next, finish. Then this one is last, last, next, text, next, finish. So I'm having 3 buttons in a form. Let me first save this form, then I close it, then I open it from here. So the form is having nothing also because even the table had nothing. So we're going to use this form to add data in the table. So the other data I deleted, the first name was Imbisibwe. It was Imbisibwe, like this, Imbisibwe. Get. So that was the first name. The date of birth was 1/6. Sorry, you see that I'm now using a form to try to enter data into the table. 1998. Then age, they had 23 years and the ID was U001. So let me try to close. Actually, before even closing, I save, Ctrl S, and then I close. I even close every object here. So let me go back and open the table. You're seeing that the table is now having the first field. Actually, I was using a form to add data to the table. I missed K here. So let me go to the next record. The next record was belonging to Kate. And Kate is having a date of birth of 2/5/1990. The age is 30. And ID is U002. I save this as well. And lastly, I go to the last person, Francisco. Date of birth is the date of birth is kind of not connecting to the age, but just an example anyway. We shall go with that. Age is 45. So someone born in 2000 can't have 45 years. Maybe with time, in years to come. U003. Then I save. So if I save and then I close this form once again, then I reopen the table. You're seeing the table is now having all the 3 records now. In other words, I was using the form to enter data in the table. And if I open this query even, the query is also working already. And actually, if you're dealing with database and you have this table to create name, DOB, age, ID, you want to do this. Go and create the table from table design. Of course, it had name, it had DOB, okay, it had DOB, it had age, and it had ID. So after doing that, go and give them the right data types. This is number, the rest are text. Right click, primary key is this. Save this. Maybe I'm saving it as 2. The moment you save this, you don't need to write the fields here. The moment you save this, it means you have the table already. You're going to just use a form to put the records here. You only have fields. You're going to put the records here using a form like how I've been doing previously in the video. So even the queries, like a query beginning with A, go to create, then query design, provided you know that I'm just creating, selecting a table, it was to close. Just put all the fields and then go and create your query. Maybe you want people who were born in, actually people who are less than 20 years, less 20. Put your criteria there, and if you're sure that your criteria is right, just save the query. Just save the query as maybe less 20. Just save your query, and after saving the query, because this was the table I created and it's empty, of course the query also won't work because my table was empty. You'll have to go to the form design and feed the data into the table while using a form, and your query will work. So this is also time saving. You don't need to spend a lot of time on a table. Just go to the table design, put fields there, and then I use a form to generate records within the table. Do the table quickly, do the queries quickly with the right criterion, and then use a form to always feed data into the table, and then things will be working automatically. So that's what I wanted to show in this video. Keep on subscribing to the channel, and a nice time.